Hi, I'm Tyler. Decided to hike the Appalachian Trail this year, starting on April 14th. I'm a little late in the game, but it's more for my own self-edification than anything else. I'm going to document my journey with this YouTube channel. A little bit about myself. Just recently retired. Technically, I'll be retired on 1 May. Just kind of burn off vacation right now. I was 21 years in the Army. Basically, I was a communications guy. Did a few deployments. Finished up with cybersecurity stuff. So pretty much a nerd who likes doing physical shit. So why am I doing this? A lot of people ask me that. The answer is not too terribly complicated. I wasn't really super aware of the whole Appalachian Trail hiking or hiking community in general until a little over a year ago. Sort of kind of got interested in it and decided this is probably a pretty good time to do it. So I'm kind of between careers, finish up with the Army, start a civilian career, and I think there's probably too many employers going to give you 5 or 6 months off to go hike. So it's now or never, probably. Figure it'll take about 5 months or so, 5 and change. Gonna be starting on April 14th, like I said, and hoping to get done before kickoff for Alabama season. But might have to push it. So my goals for this thing are just kind of the experience. I think it'd be pretty cool just to kind of be away from everything for a while, kind of be left to your own devices. Although it seems like there's a lot of people on the trail. It might get a little crowded. Basically, I'm going to be trying to push for about 10 miles a day or so for the first week, and then steadily stretch it out to hopefully around 20 a day by the time I'm done to meet my time hack that I set for myself. Also, might be pretty good opportunity to lose a bit of weight. I think I could probably drop about 30 or 40 pounds on this thing because it seems like the calorie deficit is going to be pretty extreme on a day-to-day basis. So as far as what I did to train for this thing, I've been in the Army for my entire adult life, and I've done quite a bit of rucking, which for you civilians is basically put a heavy pack on your back and some trusty boots, and off you go. So most of my training was probably 50 to 55 pounds, which isn't too extreme. And usually around 6 miles at a time. It's just a way to get a workout in. The rhythm's going to be different though. Whereas with the hiking, it's going to be pretty steady as far as your activity level. But with rucking, I kind of alternate jogging and walking. So wind up with, around 5.5 miles an hour average speed, but I think I'll probably be lucky to get 3 on the Appalachian Trail given the terrain and the reduced pace. It's harder to maintain that kind of effort for an entire day of hiking. So pace myself and see if I can crank out those miles. Right, so here's my theory on getting blisters while you're hiking or rucking. Everybody knows that heat plus friction plus moisture gives you blisters, but I think there's a fourth factor, and that is repetition. So by training on relatively flat terrain at a uniform pace, I felt like I was putting more stress on my feet than I would if I was hiking by going up and down mountains. So I'll be using different muscle groups, which I assume would be sore, but it's much easier to get over sore legs than it is to get over sore feet. So my idea is that's pretty good training. I did the approach trail back in October with my sister, and she wanted to cook a big meal at the top of the mountain. So I wound up carrying most of that, which doubled the weight of my pack. So got a pretty good idea of how much stress is going to be on my feet, and my feet were pristine after hiking up the approach trail, which is pretty up and down, about 8 miles and change. So I think I'm in pretty good shape with my feet. I haven't done any hiking in about a month and a half because I was on vacation. But I think I can flip that switch. Yeah, as far as a trail name, I've been using Silverback for about 5 years now at work as a call sign. So I think I'm going to stick with that. As far as why, I mean, I think gorillas are pretty cool and underrepresented as a mascot. So, you know, my mom's side of the family and my sister, they all live in Atlanta. And if anyone down there from around that area knows about Willie B, the mayor of the Atlanta Zoo. Matter of fact, the soccer team down there, one of the semi-pro teams, is called Willie B FC. So I dig gorillas. I think they're pretty cool. So that's going to be my trail name unless I hear a better one, but pretty attached to it. I like it. So I'm probably going to do a separate video for my gear. I've already kind of been going through it, dialing it down. There's some comfort items in there I really don't want to give up. So we'll see how that works out. Might change as I go along. But as of right now, it's down just a hair under 14 pounds for my base weight. So more to follow on that. Put up the gear video soon.